Now, if you're looking to take pictures at a sporting event, or maybe you're about to go on a safari, this might be the camera for you. It's the EX-FH20 from Casio. It's the follow-on to the EX-F1. Now, to give you a quick background, the EX-F1 featured 60 frames per second, a massive 1600 frames per second movie mode, but it was rather large. It only had 6 megapixels sensor, and it was, well, we didn't really like it that much. For the PGA golfer who's looking to coach and train and practice on shots and show people where they've got it wrong, this is the camera he's been waiting for. But for those of us who just want to take a picture down the pub, or maybe use a 12x optical zoom to get close to, well, probably doing some perving in their neighbour's garden, then I think you might struggle with this. And that's pretty much the story when it comes to the EX-F1. It's a great camera for what it does, but then get beyond that and you start to wonder why you'd want it. Move on to this, the FH20, and you've got a smaller case, which is great. You have a massive 20x zoom, which I'm going to show you in a moment. Big 3-inch screen on the back, 9 megapixels. Now, because of all this extra stuff, the frame rate has gone down to 40 frames per second, but hey, that's still fast enough. So does it work? Well, let's try it. So from a zoom perspective, we're fully zoomed out here. We're going to zoom in now. In the background there is an Esso garage. Once it eventually locks on. So there we go. So the zoom is really long. Now, to test the high-speed settings, there are two options. One is on the dial here, we have 1 to 40. Now that, at the press of the button, will take 40 frames in a second, which allows you to capture fast movement. So it's perhaps a runner's running by, or horses, or a lion about to eat an antelope, or something along those lines. Or there's the high-speed video mode. So we're going to try it first with the regular 40 frames a second, and to give us something moving, we have a trusty old tennis ball, which I'm going to throw on the floor and then snap away. Now, we took a shot, and then if I go into the play mode, what we can do is we can show what happens. So all I have to do is press go, and as you can see, the tennis ball is bouncing. Now imagine if that was someone running past, you could then choose that for one of those 40 shots and you'd have a perfect shot, rather than what you normally do on a camera, which is press the button and by the time this picture's taken, the guys run past. So from a movie mode, I'm going to pick up my tennis ball from a movie mode. Now you have a number of options. It goes up to 1000 frames a second, but unfortunately doing so gives you this very wide screen. It drops the resolution down incredibly low, so it's quite hard to see. So we're going to see how we can capture this. Okay, so what we've done there, so let's go to play, and then we'll show there. Now this is going to be really slow, but you can see it's captured it. We'll speed it up a tiny bit. It's captured it incredibly slow. Now, from a usability point of view, what you'd use this for is if you want to practice your golf swing, set it up, press record, do the swing, and then you can see where you're moving your legs, where you're moving your arms, etc., etc. And we personally prefer on the movie mode actually just dropping it down to about 30 frames a second, because you get a bigger picture, so 480 by 320, and it still captures all that glorious detail in slow-mo. Overall, it's a massive improvement on the EX-F1. We really like it, and that's the Casio FH20.